What if I told you one of the most famous Christmas songs wasn't born in success, but in a traffic jam when the artist couldn't even afford a train ticket home? Stuck, broke, ignored, and wondering if any of it mattered, he wrote a line as a joke. I'm driving home for Christmas. In that moment, rejection turning into hope became a song the world would never forget. Hello, I'm Titan007, and welcome to another of my Christmas videos. Every year, as December slips into that special season when days grow shorter, brake lights paint the roads red, and thoughts slowly drift toward home, one song finds its way back into people's hearts. Driving Home for Christmas is not just a Christmas song. It is a story about perseverance, love, humility, and faith. The belief that even when everything seems to be going wrong, life may already be preparing something that will last for decades. The song was written by British musician Chris Rea during a period when his life was far from glamorous. In the mid-1980s, he found himself caught between an uncertain music career, financial pressure, and a growing sense that the system he had devoted himself to was no longer listening. This was not a story of fame. It was a story of survival. After one recording session in London, Rea found himself in a situation many would describe as humiliating. He could not afford a train ticket to get back home. His record label refused to cover the cost. His future felt unclear, his confidence shaken. That was the moment his wife stepped in. She drove all the way from Middlesbrough to London in a small Austin Mini just to bring him home. No drama, no speeches, just a quiet act of love. On the drive back, they became stuck in heavy Christmas traffic. Cars moved slowly. Snow fell lightly. Drivers looked exhausted, yet hopeful. Rea watched faces behind steering wheels, hands gripping coffee cups, eyes fixed on the road ahead. And right there, in the middle of that traffic jam, a simple thought appeared. Almost as a joke, I'm driving home for Christmas. Out of frustration, creativity was born. This is the first powerful lesson of this song. Inspiration does not always arrive in perfect studios or ideal conditions. Sometimes it comes when you are tired, when you feel defeated, when you are questioning whether any of it makes sense at all. The first version of Driving Home for Christmas was released in 1986, almost unnoticed, as a B-side to a single. No one expected it to become a classic. There were no big promotions, no instant chart success. The song simply existed, quiet, honest, human, and that is exactly what made it different. In 1988, Rea re-recorded the song with a richer arrangement and the now iconic piano intro. Even then, it did not explode overnight. But something unusual happened. Every year, it came back. Every December, again and again. People recognized themselves in it. The tiredness, the journey, the hope that something warm and familiar was waiting at the end. The rise of the song was not fast. It was steady, just like life. Throughout the 1990s and 2000s, Driving Home for Christmas slowly became a symbol of returning home during the holidays. Radio stations placed it into regular rotation. Families played it in their cars. Individuals listened to it alone on late-night drives. Every year, the song gained new meaning because new human stories were written into it. By 2025, Driving Home for Christmas had become more than a song. It became a ritual, a reminder, an emotional compass. The motivational power of this story is not found in sudden success, but in the road leading to it. Chris Rea did not quit when he had no money. He did not turn bitter when his label refused support. He did not stop creating when it felt like no one was listening. And from that exact period came something that would outlive decades. This teaches us an uncomfortable but powerful truth. The hardest moments often carry the seeds of something meaningful. You may not see results today. Your effort might feel like the B-side of your life right now. But time has its own logic, and authenticity always finds its way. The song also reminds us of the power of small actions. If Rea's wife had not gotten into that car on that day, this song might never have existed. One decision, one drive, one traffic jam, one melody. Every great story begins with small, almost invisible steps. In today's world, faster, louder, and more distracted than ever, Driving home for Christmas feels almost rebellious. It slows us down. It reminds us why we are going, not just where. And that is why it remains timeless. Not because it is perfect, but because it is real. So the next time you're stuck in traffic, tired, and your mind somewhere far away, remember this story. Your current delay might be the beginning of something far greater than you can imagine right now. The road home is not always easy, but it always carries hope. And sometimes it carries a song that changes the world. This is Titan 007.